Morning, YouTube friends. Lone Moose here. How's it going? Nice, brisk, chilly summer day here for a very, very early August morning. Early by my standards, anyway. Because remember, I got a 3-hour time difference from y'all. I'm gonna do a few little clips here on some camp cooking, cabin cooking, container cooking, whatever you want to call it, cooking. Show you kind of how I have to do things up here. You know, I'm gonna get me a sign made. This is Tin Can Alley. My driveway comes in over there, comes right here where I'm at, goes down here to the tin can. So just for fun, you know, right up here around my signpost or somewhere, Tin Can Alley. I'm gonna get that done this fall, this winter, so I can put it up next summer. But come on with me. Let's go take a hike down here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do for breakfast today, and I'll do one later for dinner tonight. Work in between. So hope you all have a great day. This is the first day and I don't know how long that hadn't been raining. And now, this big old picnic table here was abandoned in the container by the previous owner, so I use it for a lot of things. You saw me washing dishes there, yes, in the previous video. Now, I like to do cooking outdoors, so I'm going to bring my stuff out here today since it's not raining and set up and cook breakfast out here, and hopefully, if it's not raining by dinner, cook dinner out here. But I'm going to show you my setup for inside. It's not optimum by any stretch, but I make do with it. Okay, so we're back inside the can, and show you kind of how I do my inside cooking. I know the lighting and stuff's not great, just by how, yeah, I've only got 2 lights in here. This one right up there, and there's another one way back in the back, and that one actually is a multi-tube LED, and it sometimes puts a strobe type effect into the video, so that's not really cool. Like I said, I like to cook outside as much as I can, but inside I'm going to show you my little setup here in a second. Excuse me. I've got this set up on a cobalt workbench type table right here, and it gets really crowded in here. Don't even think otherwise. And I put this together the other day and brought it in here. It really is too tall for what I need right now, but I can't cut it down because it's all steel legs and stuff, and I really wouldn't want to anyway. But I am looking for some other alternatives here. My buddy Jim, Willie Rhino, has given me an idea of bringing in my base cabinets that I've got and putting them up along this wall right now where I've got this big picnic table and desk. And set up my cooking stuff and use the cabinets for some storage space. So I'm probably going to do that in the next few days, and I'll show you that when I get that done. But for right now, like I said, you got to make do with what you got. Adapt and overcome, as we used to say in the Army. So let me show you what I got here. Alright, so this is my big old workbench table. I bought this when I was remodeling that trailer in West Virginia at Dad's, and I had used it primarily as a workbench and reloading table, so that's why you see holes in it. Over here I've got my Camp Chef camp stove. I'm going to move around to the other side and you can get a little better view of it, and maybe not get the glare of the light. Too bad. This is a really neat thing that Martha bought for me as a birthday present back when we lived in Utah in the early 2000s, and we took it on a camping trip with us. It was a lot of fun. It's 2 burners on top and a little oven in the middle. I did use the oven the other night for cooking a frozen pizza, and the first thing I figured out was that little thermometer hanging there is not right. It reads low. When it says 375, it's probably around 425, so have to learn to play with that a little bit. We used this in Jim's cabin when it was first set a couple years ago, and we cooked a couple things on it, and I mainly used it to heat hot water for hot tea because it was a little bit more chilly then than now. That's my primary cooking device. I've got some other things you'll see as we go along here through the remainder of my trip. You know, I keep a few things here on the counter. My magic bullet. Not that kind of magic bullet. This magic bullet I use as a blender. This is what I use for scrambling my eggs. Makes for the absolute best scrambled eggs in my opinion. And I'll scramble them up after a while and bring them outside. As soon as the sun dries a little more of that dew off the table, I'm going to move all this outside and get to cooking me some breakfast. And I got to get busy with work. Okay, I've got 3 cracked eggs here in the little blender cup for my magic bullet. Put in here. And voila! Beautiful scrambled eggs. Make the best. I'll see you out at the stove. Okay, what I'm going to be making here for breakfast is some 3 strips of bacon, 3 scrambled eggs, and I'm going to try using this to make some toast. First things first, get the oven going. If I can see. Okay, that started heating up. Get this burner on, get the bacon started. Whew. Yep. I do have the wind blowing straight in this way, so it is what it is. And if it runs out of propane, I'll have to put it in a little bottle on the back. Now, I do need to make sure that everybody understands, yes, this is a Camp Chef product. I get nothing from Camp Chef for mentioning their products, using their products. As I said, this was bought for me as a birthday gift probably 15 to 17 years ago. Bacon's partially frozen up there. I got too close to the ice thing. I keep it cranked all the way down because the little freezer is not big enough to hold the frozen pizzas that I got. So I put them right underneath it and it still keeps them pretty well frozen. You'll see something with that coming up here in a day or two. Alright, bacon going. I'll be back here in a little bit as this begins to cook. Okay, I'm back. The bacon's still cooking. I flipped it once. I'm gonna see if I can use this oven to make me a couple of pieces of toast. Which, yes, I know I'm not supposed to eat because of being supposedly gluten-free with the celiac. But if you've ever tried gluten-free bread, you will understand why every once in a while I have regular bread. Now I kind of melted some butter here, because the butter's really cold, to help out. Pour a little bit on here. A little bit. There we go. That one in the oven. A little more butter on the, some butter on this one. Into the oven it goes. Now this is an experiment. I have never done this with this oven before. Put some more butter in here to cook my eggs in. See? It is pretty. Of course, it's not my normal butter that I use at home, because I couldn't find it up here. So it's just plain old Land of the Lakes whipped butter. Good stuff. That's been 20 minutes since I blended it. You see, no separation. It's made a really good solution. To me, it's the only way to go. But as you all know, I am somewhat opinionated. Put the bacon again. It's looking good here. And sometimes I use my bacon grease to cook my eggs in, but not today. I'm using the butter since I had to melt it anyway to get the scrambled eggs started, or not scrambled eggs, my toast started. So, hey, it's all part of the adventure. That's what living in Alaska is all about, being part of the adventure. Having the wind keep trying to blow your fire out. You don't want that to happen. Get in there. Make sure, nope. Alright, everybody's still working. Come on, butter. Butter, butter, butter. Let's put the eggs in here. Get them started cooking. Now, y'all watch me wash dishes in previous video, so I'm not going to put you through that torture again. All in all, though, this is a really neat setup for camp cooking. Again, like I said before, I get no sponsorship, no remuneration, no products, no nothing from the companies I mentioned here, like Camp Chef, like Magic Bullet. You know, I just happen to like their products, so I mention it to you guys. One of the really cool things about being up here in Alaska is, you know, in Soldotna, which is about 35 miles that way, is a Sportsman's Warehouse store. And in fact, that's where the original, where we got this back in Utah, somewhere between 2005, 2006, at a Sportsman's Warehouse store. I love Sportsman's, especially after the merger with Bass Pro and Cabela's. Both of them have gone downhill, in my opinion. Sportsman's is the best way to go. So, you know, every so often I can go into town and I can check on things and see how they're doing. What they got that I just absolutely can't live without. You know, if you're a shooter, they usually do have a pretty good stock of ammunition in stock. You know, and they've got these things right here. Knock that crap off, wind. Yep, it knocked. Now my fire's still going. wind here, it can really be pretty interesting. I'm going to insert a little clip here from the wind the other night. See what I mean about that wind? And I'm really picky about my scrambled eggs. You know, I don't mind telling you people this. Of course, you've pretty well figured out I'm picky about a lot of things. But in this particular case, you know, I don't like runny eggs. And the only way I eat eggs is scrambled. People who eat, you know, over easy and all that with the runny yolks, to me that's kind of almost the same as eating a rare to medium rare steak. Why? But again, that's my opinion. And you know the old saying about opinions. So. Eggs are looking good. Just got to get them done. Looking good. Can't tell quite what the toast is doing, but you know, we'll find out. Now with the wind and everything, and how, you know, it is a little warmer in the tin can than it is out here, so that's where I'm going to eat my breakfast. Woo. Got a hornet trying to get into my loaf of bread. Go away, boy, you bother me. Yeah, you heard me. Go. Damn it. We're going to have to get violent here if you don't get this shit away from me, boy. Hornet stings for me usually mean a trip to the urgent care clinic for a cortisone shot. Not outright allergic to it, but the effect of their venom causes a hell of a lot of pain in me. And the only thing that breaks that pain is a cortisone shot. Bacon is done, fire's turned off. Done. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to do some outdoor hamburger helper tonight, so you know, if you're interested in that, make sure you come back and see me. If you like what you see in here, please hit the like and subscribe. If you hit the notify bell, you'll be notified when I make new videos. You know, leave me your comments below. If you think I'm too corny, if this is something you really don't want to see, tell me. Something you want to see more of, tell me. Yeah, I can only tailor my productions to what you guys want if you tell me what you want. Otherwise, you get what I think you might want or what I like to make videos on. So I'm going to finish this up and move it all inside here in a minute, and I'll show you the finished product. This is Lone Moose out for now. Y'all have a great day.